Welcome back, folks, and today I want to show y'all some figures that I did some videos on a little while ago. Each one of these figures were handmade from scratch by Shadow Works on Etsy. And let me tell you something, when I seen his stuff, I knew I had to have each one. These look like a mix between Masterverse and Mondo, but let me tell you something, he's done another one this year, and here it is, folks. He made a man-at-arms that looks so goddamn good. With the size of a Masterverse figure and the look of a Mondo figure, this shit is top notch. We're gonna check it out from the bottom to the top, starting off right here at the boots right there. Loving the way the armor looks, the detail, the wrap around the boot, and then going our way up to the legs right there with all the stitching. Look at that shit. Looks like he sat down there and actually stitched them pants up. Working our way up even further, we see all the different little pouches that he's got. What he keeps in them, God only knows, but that shit looks decent. And then right there, the signature Master of the Universe belt going on right there. I love it. And then the straps right there on the one arm with all the stitching going up. Superb work. The armor, the detail right there, the coloring, the shading. Then the choice that he made, giving him a big ass shoulder pad, especially right there, look at that, the blaster on the arm right there. Just how the armor is built on the arm. It looks so good. And then right there, oh shit, he got that Tom Selleck mustache going on. You don't see that fucking face right there. The helmet, top notch work. Loving what I'm seeing. The top of the helmet looks good. The side of the helmet looks good. Top overall, very impressed with what I'm seeing. This is a one-of-a-kind figure, and there's only one that exists, and it's right here on the back of the body. It's, oh my God, the detail is there. It's everywhere. From how he's got the weapons all on the back of the body. Let's start off at the bottom. Right there, I love the straps. Right there on the leg right there with the armor on it. Looks like he just tightened that bitch up and he's ready for action. And then right there on the other boot, I just love how all the wrap is just overlapping each one, going around, working his way up to the fuzzy part on the boot. And then right there, that big ass knife with the big ass knife holder with all the pouches. And then, oh shit, that big ass Willy Wop mace right there on his back. That shit looks so damn good. Especially with the gun right there and how it goes on the back. I'll take it off in a second. But what I find most impressive is the artistic design that he took with creating all the pieces of the armor, and especially with that big ass gun. As I remember when I was talking to him just a few weeks ago, there was no gun. He said, I'm gonna hook one up, I'm gonna make it up from scratch. And he did it, and I love it. Everything overall on the back of the body looks good. But now I want to show you one of the additional hands that it came with. Right here, I got a grippy hand, so you can have both hands on that gun. You see the nice little ball joint up in there. Everything looks good to me. But now let's show you the weapons. This man-at-arms came with a big-ass knife right there. One of those big old Crocodile Dundee type of knives, you know what I mean? But for MOTU, that shit looks pretty impressive. And then right there, oh, I love the way that big-ass mace looks right there. Big-ass knock-you-out type of mace. With that gun right there, for him to just make that shit off the top of the dome, very impressive. Now right there, I just want to show some of the articulation that he's got going on in the body. And then right there, that little peg, that's where the gun goes. And then we got the cloth holster for the mace. And then right down there, you see the little pocket for the big ass knife. Loving what I'm seeing. Great articulation in the body. Right there, point I noticed right there, I love how the armor isn't connected right there for the elbow. That shit is just floating right there, but it works perfect. Let me show you some poses real quick. This man's center of gravity is on point. Standing on one leg, ready to just boot somebody in the head, whatever he's trying to do. I just had to pose it like this to show you that that shit is possible. Up next, I want to go through each weapon just to show you how it looks in his hand. And right there, I got the knife in his hand, backwards type style, ready to just stab you in the neck. Look at that shit, folks. He holds that shit so well. It ain't falling out of his hand. Very well done indeed. I just had to zoom in again. Very impressed with what I'm seeing. That's one pose, but let me switch it up real quick. Right there, holding the knife the opposite way. Works good. No problem at all. Putting it in the hands. He looks badass. Look at him right there. He's like, don't fuck with me, a man at arms. And then right there, oh shit, that big ass woolly mop mace right there, ready to just whop the shit out of somebody's head. That shit looks like it would hurt. The coloring is top notch on that mace. Everything matches 100%. Definitely satisfied with this pose, but let me show you with the gun. Look at that shit, folks. He is ready to pop off. This man at arms truly lives up to his name. He is a man at arms. He's got all these weapons on it. He is ready for the smoke all day, every day. Very impressed with the detail. Look at that shit. Looks like I could possibly put a little flame effect or something up there in the gun. I'll look around later to see if I got one. But other than that, very satisfied. Even with him holding the gun in the air. Look at that shit. Center of gravity is perfect. Nothing is tipping over, falling out the hand. Not with this figure. This was made with love and made with quality, and I appreciate that. Now right here, folks, let's do some comparisons, even though there is no comparison with all these other man-at-arms right here. Which I just got some quick thoughts real quick. I like the way that one looks with the two-tone with the armor, the snake armor one. Then we got our OG man-at-arms. But next to that one, you can see the height difference. You see right there, he's at that Masterverse height. And then up there next to the cartoon collection man-at-arms, a little bit taller. But I like the way it looks. Then last but not least, we got the OG Lords of Power man-at-arms right there. With his unique weapons, with the boot knife. It's a must-have for a MOTU figure. He's got his big-ass woolly wop mace right there. And then with his unique helmet, with his no mustache having ass right there. But that's how the artwork look, and I can dig it. All in all, that one right there in the middle, the best in the group hands down. But right here, comparing the height next to some Masterverse figures, which I don't have too many of. Right there, we got him next to that Heman, and then we got this Sculpt figure right there, which the only reason I got that is for the pieces. I want to make it to an Origins one. But comparing the two right there, you can see this height on this man-at-arms is as tall as a Masterverse, while the He-Man right there is just a little bit shorter. And I'm glad that he did that for the line that he's got going on. This just gives different height difference. You don't need everybody the same height. You know what I mean? Everybody wasn't born like that, the same height. So I'm glad that this He-Man, with that sexy-ass He-Man face right there, is a different height than the man-at-arms. You know what I mean? I just gotta add in here that He-Man is perfect compared to this bullshit right here. Get this dumbass shit out of my face. I don't like it. I hate that He-Man. I hate all Masterverse He-Man. All the faces look like old-ass women. Right here, I wanted to mix it up and just put the Origins head right here on this body. And to be honest, it's okay. I mean, it's man-at-arms body, so it looks right with a man-at-arms head, but it definitely ain't that realistic look that the other one's going for. I'll personally never take the head off ever again, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like. Now right here, in addition to all the weapons and everything else that it came with, each figure comes with its own unique stand. And for 2024, Shadow Works went above and beyond with that stand, because all the other figures that I got, they got this basic shit right here, which mind you, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, to talk shit about. I love those, but I absolutely love the skull. Now right here, putting man-at-arms on top of the skull stand, that shit is beautiful. Because I know when I'm done fucking around with these figures, he's gonna stand his ass right on that stand right there. Standing on business. Great job on that stand. Now right here, I want to put all four of the figures on each stand, just so y'all can fully see the look of each one. And I want to rank each one. But we're gonna start off right here with the Skeletor. This might be my favorite one. I love the coloring of the body. It just looks so good. From the weathering of the clothes, all the way to the details in the toes, to the nails right there. My man is looking husky as shit. And then right there, this Anti-Eternia He-Man, that fucking face is on point. That looks like a badass all day, every day. Man-at-arms, I just gave him enough praise. But right here, this He-Man, this is what drew me to this line that this man has created. This is one of my favorite He-Man of all time. Now, if I gotta pick worst to the best, which there is no worst, but if I gotta pick just one to be the bottom bitch, I'm gonna have to, shit. It's hard, folks, shit. But I'm gonna have to go with that Anti-Eternia He-Man right there. only because I got two He-Man. You know what I mean? So I gotta pick one. And both of them are damn near the same. It's just that one's just a different color. And then we got the regular He-Man next, just because, you know what I mean? I like it. But there's some other ones I like a little bit better. Next up, we got it between Man-at-Arms and Skeletor. Yeah, that's a hard one right there. But like I said just a couple minutes ago, that Skeletor is pretty badass looking. You know what I'm saying? So yep, it would be Anti-Eternia He-Man, He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and then the creme de la creme of this group, this badass looking Skeletor. There has not been a Skeletor that looked this good. The only other one that I know that looks this good, or up to this quality, is the Mondo Skeletor. But for a shorter version right here, this one takes the prize all day. Great job, ShadowWorks, spinning them around. I gotta show you some more details in the back of the body, because that He-Man right there, from the knife to all the little drug pockets that he's got in his belt, where he holds his weed and shit like that, it's on point. Man-at-Arms is on point. This one right here, he's also got the little baggies and shit. Love how the weapons look, how they all go in this little backpack. With that Skeletor, shit. Look at how the cape is. How it looked like Skeletor just stood there with a needle and thread and sewn that bitch right up. You know what I'm saying? Even on how the sword straps right there to his shoulder pads, that shit is top-notch work. I cannot believe what I'm looking at. I love looking at these figures. But all in all, this Man-at-Arms, new for 2024 from ShadowWorks, you killed this shit, brother. This shit is amazing. Mattel needs to hire your ass to help fix the Masterverse issue, because I hate the sculpts that they got going on. They need to improve that He-Man with that one right there. Same thing with that badass Skeletor. Same thing with that Anti-Eternia He-Man.
Now those are dope figures.
Oh, you know goddamn well you want that shit Hatter. That's the same way I felt when I seen this shit. So if y'all's interested in what he's got going on, check this shit out right here, folks. ShadowWorks Etsy store. He doesn't have them on there right now, but he does sell other stuff. But when he ends up getting around to it, he'll put more on there. But he's also got an Instagram where he's got pictures of all the other different figures that he's created. Right here, we got some G.I. Joe. And that's just looking pretty good. A 1/6 scale right there. Badass indeed. Let's see what else we got in here. Another one. Cobra's Soldier. Sorry, I'm not a big G.I. Joe person, but that shit still looks good to me. And then right here, I know this motherfucker has Snake Eyes right there. He looks badass. Real badass. But let me show you what drew me to his stuff right here. It was these pictures. The picture of this He-Man, the picture of that Skeletor. I have never seen nothing like this in my life. And this scale right here, and this quality right here, badass. Look, he even got that Salem's Lot vampire. Looking on point indeed. Give that bitch a heart. There it is, folks. I'll put his links in the description. Definitely worth the purchase. I paid what, 98 bucks a piece? It's worth every penny. I got another video coming up. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.